Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Boss Trading 101. This is Nathan again here. Today we're going to do our first of a series of training videos. Okay, this is going to be Trading Basics 1. In this video I'm going to cover general price action, what that means, trends, and candles. Okay, these are the basics of trading. So if you're starting out as a trader, this is where you want to start. Okay, I have a chart up here. This is Ethereum, cryptocurrency against Tether, which is just another coin that's pegged to the dollar. Okay, so essentially this is Ethereum against the dollar. Okay, you can see it's trading at $1,411 currently right now. We'll start off with the basic unit of price action. Okay, when we talk about price action, we're talking about movement. Okay, movement of price. Okay, and the basic unit of movement of price is the candle. Okay, each one of these is called a candle. Okay, I'm on the 5-minute candle right now. What that means is each one of these candles represents price action for 5 minutes. Okay, if I were to switch this, okay, to 3 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes, the candle would represent the price action within that period of time. Okay, but the basics of really any price action is the candle. Okay, you can go all the way down to 1 minute if you'd like. Okay, and I'll talk about how to look at these charts from daily, hourly, all the way down to minutes and what each of those levels tells you. Okay, but basically, you can see this 5-minute candle here, okay, ended with the price at about 13.79. You can see over here on the right hand side on the y-axis. Okay, when the next 5-minute period of trading opened, it opened here at 1380. Okay, same level, and when that 5-minute period ended, the price went up to 1389 here. Okay, and then the next candle starts. Okay, so in each 5-minute period, you have the candle body. Okay, and then you also have what are called wicks. Okay, these lines that are on either side. Okay, some wicks are longer than others. What those wicks tell you is where the price went during that 5-minute period of time. Okay, so here the price during this 5-minute candle started at 1364. During that period, the trading ranged from 1364 down to 1358. Okay, but the period for that 5-minute period, the price closed at 1363 here. Okay, and then the next 5-minute period started. Okay, so that gives you the wicks, give you an idea of where the price action went during that 5-minute period of the time, and it's the same in each of the candle time frames. Okay, so if I were to select 45 minutes, you'd see the same thing. Okay, you'd see wicks that tell you where the price went during that period of time. Okay, so sometimes we call these, if you get wicks on the bottom, I think I've got one here. Let's see, Cardano. I'll get rid of the fib numbers. You can see here with Cardano, you've got, I just saw this today, long down wick here. What does that tell you? Generally, when you see these long down wicks, the price is going in the opposite direction, okay? Coming out of that. Why is that? Okay, because the price opened here, okay, at 59.70. This is ADA against Bitcoin. Okay, it closed here at 59.07, but during that period, it traded all the way down, okay, to 55.58. What does that tell you? That tells you it's testing the lower limits, but the price is getting rejected. There's significant buyers that are pushing it up to close that 5-minute price period at 58.98. That's generally a good sign, right? It shows you have good support below that level. You get a price rejection and a move in the uptrend, okay? So generally, we or I or traders call these hammers. Okay. Then on the opposite of hammers, on the upside, when you've got long wicks on the upside, okay, in the extreme we call them shooting stars. Okay, I'll show you an example here. So if we look at classic shooting star, let's look at this is Bitcoin Cash against Bitcoin, and basically when you're trading pairs like this, another coin against Bitcoin. Essentially, if you took the Bitcoin Cash US dollar value and divided it by the Bitcoin US dollar value, you get approximately that ratio, okay? But here we're trading Bitcoin Cash against Bitcoin, okay? So as this number goes up, Bitcoin Cash is gaining on Bitcoin, okay? So if you look at the daily chart, here I'm looking at daily candles, okay? So each one of these candles represents a day's worth of trading, okay? So here, this is the inception of the coin onto the exchange on Bittrex I'm looking at here. Okay, you can see that essentially this is not really normal price action. This is really a pump and dump coin, okay, which is what it's become since the fork. There's been a lot of attempts to Bitcoin Cash to take over Bitcoin as the quote unquote real Bitcoin. Um, but what you see here is a bottoming out and an extreme price push here. I traded this movement. I also traded this right here. This was a 3x gain that was similar. But you can see within the daily candle here, a very small daily candle, you had huge price fluctuation. We call this a shooting star, which is generally a bad sign. You want to get out in here because the price is going in the opposite direction. Okay, we're going up, 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 and you've got the professionals leaving the building and the idiots are in charge. Okay, and it's moving down the opposite direction. You don't want to get caught on the opposite side of this slope, okay? But these are generally what wicks tell you. When you've got extreme wicks in either direction, it tells you you're getting price rejection and it's going in the opposite direction, okay? So this is TradingView again. I've referenced this before. It's free. You can work on one chart at a time on a free version. Just go to tradingview.com. Many tools in here. This what I have down here is on balance volume. Tells you the volume at any given period of time. There's innumerable tools you can use with TradingView. Okay, I'll also look at this on an exchange just to show you what it looks like. So here's Poloniex. You guys could choose to trade here if you want to. You can also trade against Tether. This is Bitcoin Cash against Tether. I've added Bollinger Bands here. This upper and lower blue lines. They're, for all intents and purposes, standard deviation of price action. Okay, so when you've got when the Bollinger Bands get tight, we call this the squeeze, okay? That tells you something's about to happen when you have a period of very low volatility. Either it could break down or break up outside of these Bollinger Bands. Here you see it starts to peak out of the Bollinger Band, trending upwards, and then here it pushes out higher. But basically when these Bollinger Bands are wide, you have high volatility, and when they get real tight, you have a period of lower volatility where the price action's not changing much. You can add those here by just clicking Bollinger Band there for those of you that are interested. So Poloniex, you can look at everything against the dollar. So these are the coins they have trading against the dollar. Okay, just select which coin you want, and then against BTC. Okay, so all of these coins trade against Bitcoin. You can also trade against Ethereum and Monero. Okay, so this is Poloniex and Bittrex, similar. Okay, just shows a chart here. You see the candles, wicks. Okay, this is set to a 30-minute candle. Okay, so that's just general intro to candles. Okay, so what I do when I pull up a chart is first, if I'm looking at a coin for the first time, I want to look at, this is Ether against the dollar. I want to look at what's been going on since the inception of the coin. What trend are we heading in? Okay, and I trade continuation. Okay, so depending on, actually let's go to the 4-hourly. We don't have quite the history here. So this is a 4-hour chart, okay, from the beginning of Ethereum, okay, Ethereum against the dollar. So you can see, and you see this with most cryptos, okay. Generally, cryptos are growing against the dollar, so every chart looks like this, okay, which is why there's a massive influx of capital into the crypto space, okay. So you're looking at a period of, this is about a year ago, a little over, sorry, this is the end of the year. So we're looking at a, 4-month period or something here. And you can see why people are in crypto, right? We'll go all the way back. I think Bittrex has data back to May, June. So if you look at the whole chart, right? In May of last year, we're trading at 50 bucks. Today, we're up at 14.14, okay? Incredible opportunity for gains. But generally, when you're looking at a coin, commodity, really anything, equities, you look out, zoom out, look at the daily chart, depending on how much history there is, or 4-hourly candles, okay? And we call this if it's a 4-hour candle, I just call this the 4-hourly chart. If it's a daily candle, okay, here, I call it a daily chart, okay? And that's standard terminology, okay? But generally, you see the trend is up here, okay? So we're assuming continuation. We assume this moves in an upward direction. Okay, that works on the short time frame as well. So if I'm, let's look at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's interesting case recently. So we had this long run up to 19,000. Since then, we've been in a bear market. Okay, so I assume continuation of a downtrend until the chart shows me otherwise. Here you got multiple bottoming, basically a triple bottom, which is good. Perhaps it's showing price or trend reversal, but we still have possibility of downside. Okay, we've been in a bear market since we hit this 19,000 point. Okay, so until we get serious upside, making a higher high than this high right here, the 17,200 mark, I assume that we're either going sideways or we're moving downward. This is the ideal scenario, for those of you that are bull on Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin. What we'd like to see is a move here and an explosion to the upside, right? And I do think we'll hit that. You can see I had some. If you look at shorter term chart, I had some upside targets here. One here that was hit, another one here that was hit, but it's been kicking around here. Okay, whether we hit this third target or not is yet to be seen. We've got a really a bear flag going on here. We could spill out the bottom of this for further downside. But anyway, you get what I mean. Okay, so this is these are 15-minute candles, but what you want to do when you look at something is look at the whole chart, figure out what is the coin doing. Don't get hyper focused on 5-minute candles, but really look at the big picture. Look at what's going on here. That's most of what I wanted to cover today. The next video will get into key levels of significance, what support and resistance levels are, how you know just general trending overall, but also where your key support levels are, okay, where you get price rejection and price support. I'll cover that in the next video in Trading Basics too. Thanks everyone for watching.